Frank, before we talk about the game, how's Oliver Dobbin?
We don't know yet. Knee injury. It could be bad. We don't know. I'm not a doctor, so we're assessing it in a minute. But yeah, no idea yet.
He didn't look great when he came off.
No, he didn't. So I don't know any more than that.
The challenge, was it a bad challenge?
I didn't see it well enough, Clive. I actually don't know. I don't know anything about it other than what I saw from this spot here. So it's not the challenge I'm concerned about. It's Ollie, so we'll see.
As far as the game's concerned, was it a case of being beaten by a very good team tonight?
Yeah, sometimes you've got to credit opposition. We're also a good team, and that's why we've been on this run. Circumstances of the game, we started pretty well. Decent possession, no massive chances at either end. A clinical free kick. What can you do to an extent other than the foul? But that happens. But then Hamer puts it in the top corner, and they were more clinical. They were good in both boxes, better than us in both boxes. In the middle of the pitch, I thought it was a decent trade-off. But yeah, they were a good team. Yeah, that's it.
We know what Gus Gamer can do, and he was very influential tonight.
Yeah, he's a good player. So we had him before me, but everyone understands what he can do, and that's why Sheffield United bought him. I guess that's the reality of it. But we've also got good players, but he performed well tonight.
Yeah, a decent amount of the ball, and you did create things. Might you have been better in the final third, do you feel?
Yeah, possibly. I think some of that's credit to them. They defend the box really well. We're a strong team, but we were maybe not we're not as clinical as they were at the other end. And football many times is one in both boxes. When you've got two good teams that we probably build and prepare a bit more maybe than them today, trying to, and they were probably a bit more faster and a bit more transitionally than us, which I know they do. So they were certainly more clinical than we were.
And when they score first, you're always going to be vulnerable on the break against them.
I think you're always vulnerable anyway. We want to play, but we have to be, careful with the break, and you can't give away straight passes in midfield. You can't get caught on the ball because that's what the moments that they wait for as well. And we had a few of those today. But I won't complain too much. I'm not, this can happen to come to Sheffield. They're strong. You can lose a game. What's important is the reaction for starters. We'll obviously analyse the game in itself, but it wasn't a character or an application or anything like that today. You come up against a good team, they're more clinical than you lose the game. It's disappointing for sure, but with where we've come from and what we want to do this season now, it's important that everybody is very positive and quick in moving on to the next thing.
While you're 2-0 down, you actually caused them some problems, particularly down the left.
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to see, and speaking to them at half time, didn't want them to fold, I didn't want them to go under, I wanted them to play the way we know we want to play, and they did, came out and did that. If we go and get a goal in that period, the game looks really different. They get the third, it makes it very tough for us.
In terms of one positive, obviously Jack Rodoni and Ben Sheaf coming off the bench.
Yeah, positive to get the minutes. Rudy gets his goal, so that is positive and important. We need the full squad, as we see tonight. We lose Kitch with an illness before the game, and then we lose Ollie in game, so the squad's always going to be important.
Yeah, Louis Binks coming in at sort of the last moment. How do you feel he fared?
Yeah, fine. Listen, fine, tough match, and I'm not going to go individual on it. But Binksy comes in because you trust him and to come in and do his job.
You talk about reaction. The last time you lost, you then produced a great performance against Sunderland, so you're presumably looking for that again.
Yeah, every game's different. Listen, Burnley will be different, but we did show that. Football isn't, you can't recreate the past. I go, that happened or this will happen, but we've been on such a run where we're not used to losing, so it's important that you understand how to lose in terms of how you react. It's probably my job first to make sure the players feel that. We've got a long week into Burnley. This break's broken us a bit. We were in, Sunderland was an amazing performance. Players went away, players had some rest, which is really important. It wasn't a reason for what happened tonight, I'm not saying that, but it's important now we get momentum back, because in this league, I think the idea of us going and winning 6-7 out of the last 8 games coming into this patch is really tough. We've done that. It's not necessarily going to continue. So after tonight, we just have to go, OK, that's done. What can we do better? Let's look at Burnley.
Yeah, do you feel you learnt some lessons out there then tonight?
Always learn lessons. I learned them against Sunderland. I learned them in all the games I've been here. It's just a manager's job, you learn lessons.
Jamie, a tough night. I mean, you never stopped giving it a go, did you? But in the end, they were just too good for you?
I think just more ruthless than us, really. I thought we had spells in the game where we've controlled the game in a lot of period of time, and we've not took advantage of that, and then they've gone down to the other end and scored. All 3 good finishes from them, to be fair, and then the first one goes in the top corner, which you can't do much about. It's just, I think, just a bit more ruthless than us tonight.
Gus Hamer, you won't be surprised to see him do what he did.
No, obviously not. He's a good player. We knew that before we was going into this game, and like I said, he put it top corner. We can't really do much about it.
You produced a great pass as well for the second goal. I mean, real quality.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, all three goals were good goals. More ruthless than us, and I can't remember having many chances, but we were in their half quite a bit, and we just didn't create that final bit tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you had plenty of possession. You got a few balls in there, didn't you? Was it again just a lack perhaps of a cutting edge at that?
Yeah, probably. That's all I can put it down to right now from what I can think back to the game. Just didn't get that final pass or that final cross on the money tonight.
I mean, obviously as a team being on a great run, it's knocked you back a bit.
No, we've won 10 out of 13. It's not easy to do that in the Championship. We just need to forget about this quickly now and then focus on next Saturday, really.
Because if you can get anything out of the Burnley game, I mean, you've already got 3 points from the Sunderland game, so that wouldn't be a bad effort against the top four, would it?
No, of course not. But we want to win every game, and you know how hard this league is. It's tough every game you go into, but we have the confidence that we can win at any point. So hopefully have a good week's training and be on top on Saturday.
And as a team, you got a goal. I mean, they've had 19 clean sheets this season, so to get a goal at the end there was something.
Yeah, good. I think we deserved more than one goal, to be fair, but we got there in the end, and hopefully next time we score a bit early and then we put a bit of pressure on them.
And from your point of view, you had to wait for your opportunity playing the last couple of games. Obviously, you enjoyed that.
Yeah, I always enjoy playing football. I'm there whenever manager needs me, and I'll try and do the best I can, really.
And captaining the team as well, is that something you relish?
Yeah, I mean, I'd take it on board, but like I said before, I try my best all the time, and that's all I can do, really.
And I guess now it's how you react as a team to this.
Yeah, 100%. Tools down again, and work as hard as we have been doing throughout the season. Have a good week's training and go again Saturday.